Alright, let's do an intro.
Yeah, ready to go. So yeah, man, it's your boy Aristotle, aka Too Diligent. Featuring the boy Delts. Man, what you saying, Delts?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, bro. I'm not too bad. What's good? What's good over your sides?
Man, everything's good, man. Everything's good. So, now what we trying to chop it up to about today?
Oh, like we're just gonna talk about many things, but mainly about being yourself. That's the
Yeah.
main thing that we want you guys to take from today's talk. Being yourself, and that
Oh yeah.
involves like not being not adhering to the norms of the society that we live in, and you know
Oh, very much so.
and doing what makes you happy, a life that makes you happy, and a life, yeah, I'll say a life that's pleasing to you and God as well. I say most importantly God, but a life that you can lead, and say I'm happy, like, and that might piss a lot of people off, but as long as you're happy, that's the main thing. Happiness,
Yeah.
because like
Because I feel like one of the worst things is where I feel like a lot of people live in denial. Denial is a horrible thing, for people to where you know the truth, but you must, like suppress it because you can't emotionally deal with who you really are. And I feel like that's a very harsh thing, and I feel like we need to be true to ourselves so we can accept ourselves. Because to be honest, people, if you can't accept yourself, then no one can. I know a lot of you want an amazing girlfriend who supports you. You want this and that, this and that, this and that. But if you don't like yourself, who will ever like you? Because it comes across the self hatred, the antipathy. It bleeds out of you. Like when you can read people like a book, and people, you need to be true of yourself. And people, this is why I don't actually hate. I don't dislike people that are gay and transsexual and nothing, because they're being them. What I dislike people is people forcing their way of life upon me, and that's what it's always been.
100, 100, 100. And do you know what? Yeah, I really thought about it, and I was thinking like why is it that why do you think that your life, that the way you live your life is gonna have the same benefits on my life? Because like different things work for different people. You know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks.
Definitely, most definitely. But one thing I occasionally do feel people, I'll be honest, is I do feel like I get stuck in a rut, and sometimes it is good to hear how other people live their life, maybe so you could try something new, because the root of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But people say there is something. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with giving suggestions, but it's when you try and limit another's potential or what they could be. Potential is not measurable as well, by my opinion. Because people say economic success, this and that's that. The real mark of potential is how free. I think freedom is the real mark of potential. Truthfully.
Yeah, 100. Freedom is so priceless. Like when you understand how free you are, bro. Like, I don't like. I wouldn't say the world is yours, but you know how far you can go. You know what's at your doorstep. You know what's available
Well,
to you.
your world, you live in your world. You live in your mind. You must remember that. And the
Yeah,
fact is, when you're the master of your own mind, when you're not in prison there, you're free. You're free. You're free as anybody to be whatever you want to be. This is why a lot of people seek drug use. Take magic mushrooms, that because they they want to be free mentally, and we are over here trying to attain that drug free, because we know what comes with the substance dependence, and that's misery.
100, fam, 100. Sometimes when we look at the people that use all these drugs, and at the end of the day, a lot of them will have a story to tell. A lot of, but
Mm,
regardless of their stories and what they've been through, sometimes like you gotta just you gotta be true to yourself and come to terms with reality. I know it's easier said than done, but I'll say that's definitely the first step to getting where you need to go to.
Most definitely, most definitely true. The best thing you can ever do is to be honest with yourself. A lot of people need to admit what they really are, who they really are, and who you are is not for me to tell you. It's not for yourself to tell you. It's how you feel in your heart, but you need to be true with yourself. Because a lot of us live to please, always live to please our parents. You hear about it a million times and live a double life. But why are you living a double life? You have one life. Why do you need to split time to live two different separate lives? To please who? When you really think about it, do you think these people really care about how you feel, or do they care about their image? They care about their image, don't they? They care about what the community thinks about them.
For real,
And
man.
not someone who really cares about you. Someone cares more about what the community thinks about them as a person,
For real.
rather than if you're being true to you, rather than you being true to yourself and you're not oppressed. You got to question that parent's integrity. You got to question that culture's ideas of being a human being, because nowadays in the country we live in, United Kingdom, you got boys that wear makeup, girls that are pansexual, whatever. You got craziness all over, and it's not shunned by society. Now maybe I don't know if it should or shouldn't be, but this sort of liberation that a lot of people have, even though it's deserved, it can be misused. But I'd rather have it there to be misused, than not have it there at all. I'm gonna say that now, people.
But you know what? Yeah, with even though we live in a country where people feel liberated, like you said.
To an extent, because I'm not going to cut you off to an extent because recently, people had the coronavirus outbreak. We've got people wearing masks. Got supermarkets saying people can't, and the Welsh Assembly people saying people can't buy certain things. So there's freedom to a extent, but there is a lot of imprisonment by the state and this and that. So yeah, I didn't cut you off, bro.
Yeah. I was saying, sometimes when you see a lot of these people feeling liberated, pansexual, this, boys wearing makeup, sometimes I feel like that's, instead of them expressing themselves, I feel like it's somewhat of a cry for help. It's like, I feel like, no, it's not saying, no, not saying,
It's a rebellion or what?
not saying I feel like, I mean, what I've noticed, these things are a cry for help. These people are coming from a place where they somewhat feel they're hurt, and to grab attention, or to get people to get people to look onto them, they have to do these drastic things just to
Very true.
to get attention. When I say attention, is like, I'm not saying that, oh, like, look at me, I'm wearing makeup. Not like that. I mean, like, there's something wrong, and they sometimes people want someone to listen to them. That's it. I feel like sometimes
They're saying, "Oh, help me! I'm not well."
yeah, definitely, because like, to not like a woman, like, I feel, I'm not saying I feel, and it's natural, a man for a woman,
Well, it is, man.
and a woman for a man, obviously, but bear in mind that stuff like homosexuality, lesbianism, these things, they can happen.
Well, it's rampant these days, bro. It's rife. It's
Yeah.
rife.
But
That's up to them to do what they want to do. But at the same time, what I was saying is they're trying to really force it amongst people now, especially on the kids to it's the two mums, two dads thing, saying it's the same. It's not the same. Having two mums is not the same as having a mum and a dad. Or having two dads is not the same as having a mum and a dad. This and that. They're really trying to force it on people now to accept it. You know what I mean? Like, and people it's getting out of control now. Do what you want, but no one should force anyone to act a certain way. I hate when people say you're strange or we're not doing that. I'm not doing that to you guys, but you guys will cry and bitch and moan. A lot of people like this, but you're the first ones to be mocking people, to be on a picture of people's Instagram picture or whatever, saying they look ugly, this and that. You are the first ones. You are the first ones, but then you want to constantly talk smack and constantly cry for help. The biggest bully is also the biggest crybabies. We've got to see a wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing is the feminism and SJW agenda.
uh, real talk, man. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. At the end of the day, a lot of these things, right? That like their agendas against. I might be going off a little bit off topic, but I feel like these things maybe they're going against like,
Order of things.
yeah, like I feel like it like there's an agenda against men that men shouldn't be
There is,
masculine.
and this whole toxic masculinity thing. Like I've never seen a campaign to build some people another side up, meant to destroy the other side so viciously. Even in politics, you don't see it. And politics is meant by smearing. So, what's the whole thing about destroying men and empower women? It's okay to empower women. Why is it okay to destroy the men? To destroy them? Why is it so okay? Because why is that so okay? But it's why is that so okay? Okay now, toxic masculinity, man spreading. Do you guys know what man spreading is? You heard of that?
Do you
I'm gonna
know,
elaborate. Manspreading is where a guy will sit down and he might spread his legs or stuff, or sit comfy, and the woman will say manspreading. Or manspreading is where a man uses his poetic logic. Do you see how if we scripture how deeply disrespectful these things are? This is what they want.
for real?
They are. No, I'm gonna say Jezebel. They're the real definition of Jezebel. And the men that encourage this is why we're going to get onto simps in a bit, because simps is a colloquial term. Simps is a colloquial term for submissive, impressionable man pussy. And we're going to elaborate on that, people.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. The whole simping this, the simping that. Like I feel like as a man, I'm using the word I feel. Let me not say I feel, because it sounds like when I say that, it will come across as if I'm operating on an emotion. So let me change that.
I know.
Yeah, I know. So as a man, you need to remember. And this is no disrespect to females. You need to know what the natural order is. Man before woman.
Mm.
And we as men, we need to start thinking with logic instead of our our Mr. Winkles. Because don't get me wrong, like there are women that are beautiful and like you think like, damn, that chick, she is hot. But doesn't mean you should act like a fool over her and start doing things that are out of character. Do you know what? Yeah, sometimes even when when a man simps, it will show the this great extents he would do just for the panane. And that
You know what, people, as well? The simping thing is bad because you're making it harder for a lot of other predators out there. You're showing you're educating these bitches, because that's what I'm using a strong word. Some of these bitches how to misuse men. I want you man to fix up.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Even though they make the game harder, I'll say they make it harder for the simps. I'll say definitely for the simps, cause like if I'm just gonna look at it from a female perspective. If I know, or some guys will call it they call it hypergamy, but you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna look at it from a female perspective, and I'm gonna look at it from a logical standing. if I know that this simp is willing to take me to Nando's, pay for my internet bill,
Yeah.
that's cool. I'ma chill with him. But if next man's from,
Only for his benefit. Like, only for his benefit. That's the only thing.
yeah,
You're only as good as your last paycheck.
for real, and I know there's better. There's better. Like there's top quality men that could provide me a nice car, a nice house, apartment living, flights to Dubai. Come on,
People, I'm gonna give another perspective of people. I do understand why a lot of people do it because let's be honest, yeah. Who wants to slave away all day when you can get it for free?
for
Doing
real,
something
for
you enjoy.
real.
A lot of these women like being in their back. A lot of these women love being in their back, right? So if they can get paid to be on their backs, believe me, they're gonna do it. And without the stigma of being called a whore, believe me, they're gonna do it.
For real, for real, for real. But you know what, Kai?
But
Yeah?
people at the same time, it's not just not just like it's lying intentions. If you know already you don't really like, so we need to tell them people. We need to tell them because you're wasting your own time. Because even though she's getting all the material things out of him, she is using precious. You know what, people? You can go to the bank and they can tell you how much money you've got, but they can't tell you how much time you've got left. You might have one day left to live, and you spent it doing that. You spent it doing what? You spent it on manipulating a man with a good. You spent it on manipulating a man with a good heart.
Yeah.
A lot of people you have to think about. You have to think on this honestly. Like if I pass away, my heart, my good deeds or bad deeds are weighed in the scale. And people don't try to argue what's good and what's bad because we all know what is good and what's bad.
For real. For real.
And that's really it. That's my biggest problem is this. It's the deception. It's not the behavior because you all can behave how you want, but just let people know if someone wants to deal with you, yeah. Even if they're very persistent,
It's true.
be truthful with them. If you're not interested, don't think I'm gonna use it for everything worth. Because you know what, people, yeah. The biggest bullies are also the biggest victims. The second the guy you like, or the second the girl, whoever you don't like, whoever you like, does not want to talk to you, you people are up in arms.
For real. For real. For real. But you know what? Yeah. I have to add to that. As men, you have to be very discerning because, like, I just think naturally females take.
Of course.
And
Honestly, bro, there's no pleasing. There's no pleasing some people. It's like an empty hole. You can never fill it. But imagine this shit. Imagine taking out. I'm looking for this. Imagine a bucket with a hole at the bottom.
yeah,
No matter how much water you put in, it's always never gonna fill up.
for real.
And that's how it is with women. We fill up for a millisecond because you took us shopping, but it's gonna drain us again. There's no pleasing some people because they don't know what makes them happy because these people are not sure of themselves. So I ask you people, if someone doesn't know what makes them happy, then how are you gonna make them happy? And people, this is what I'm saying.
It's true.
Some women know their own mind. The women that don't know their own mind, you need to stay away from them people. And people, as you said, you need to be discerning. But people, this is things that you learn through time. And people, sometimes we could say it to you till you're blue in the face. It's not gonna stick until you go through the experiences.
For real. Do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah. I remember a statement that you made earlier within the chat. You said the definition of madness is when you do the same thing expecting this different results, and it reminds me of the times. Yes, I admit. I will hold my hands up and say yes, I have exhibited behaviors of a simp, but I used to, sometimes a female won't be feeling you, or she will, they'll drop the classic line when you want to meet them. I'll let you know, and sometimes you will chat to the same person, more than once, and and you would expect it to be different. You think, man, like maybe she might be down to buck me this time round, or she might not be busy today, or whatnot. You know, you be even making it. I'll be even making excuses for the chick, bro. That don't like.
Real.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense. And through time, yeah, I just understood, like, you know what, yeah. If like for me, like if they're not with me the first time, man, they're not gonna be with me at all. So
Exactly. And
yeah,
it's just the disrespect of I don't care for your time. As I said earlier, people, no one knows how long they're gonna live, right? And you being willing to spend some of your time with her is so invaluable, especially when you know yourself.
yeah,
And the fact they don't respect your time, what do they respect then? What's more valuable than your time on this earth? What will they respect?
yeah. Do you know what? This is why we're talking about. This is why you have to honestly live a life that will make you happy. You have to do the things that you want to do, and you have to distance yourself from anyone that's gonna stand in your way. And to be quite frankly, I
Hmm.
mean to be quite frank, that means a lot of women. Like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of
It
women.
is because they are the ultimate obstacle putters, and as well as that, the reason we said they're going to if you do what you want to do, people imagine. So people, the reason we say simple so dangerous. Imagine your girl, her friends get onto her man's bought, I don't know, her man's bought her, I don't know, a Birkin bag. I don't know how much it costs, but I know they're expensive. So imagine her man's got a Birkin bag. Now you got to get your girl a Birkin bag because it's competition, right? And people, imagine you're not on a high paying job. So you go from working 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. You're now doing 100 hours a week, people. Earn the bag.
Yeah,
Can you do what you want to do when you're doing all that? When you're doing all that, lose your woman.
for you know, yeah. I'm gonna add to that. Just because I know how selfish I am. Like when I say selfish, I don't mean it in a way that I will do anything to
Say self orientated is more correct.
yeah. I'm more like I'm a self-orientated person, you know. Like I'm not gonna lie. If I would look back and think, damn, that's a lot of money. Imagine what I could have done with that. What I could have done with that money on myself. I would think the things that I could have done for myself. And there's a lot, like, bro. There's a lot of. Actually, you know, yeah. There's no point of giving examples of what guys have done out there. But the worst thing you can do is live with regret. And when I say regret, saying, oh, what could I have done? Like, you don't want to live with that. That's why you really have to put yourself first. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, there's very few females that are gonna be somewhat understanding to your cause. Very few.
And those are the real riders, people. We don't hate the women at it, fam. But we don't want to deal with the real riders, the real chicks to pay homage, not these carnivorous, crocodiles. People. You want to be with a girl that cares for your well-being, and so
It's
people,
true.
that is what it is. That is what it is, yeah, people. And there's no more disillusion. If you think your girl, so people, you drive a car. If you drive a nice car right now, and then imagine you didn't have a car, you drove a bus. If that girl wouldn't be with you if she was on a bus, you shouldn't be with her. You shouldn't be with her. No, I'm serious. You shouldn't be with her because she's not realizing the greatest gift you give her is your time. You've got so many people in
It's
the world who
true.
want to tell you, your family, your mum, your friends. Other people might look up to you, and you give it all to this girl. So many
It's
people
true.
want,
It's true.
and she wants material. She wants material things that mean nothing. Over your time, that's a very, very disrespectful and ungrateful person.
100.
And you need to liberate yourself from this thinking, this thought process of, oh, you know what, she's the prize. Oh, I'm so happy I got there. Well, no, listen, you're lucky you got time with me. When you know how uplifting your spirit is and how strong your spirit is, and you realize how much of a gift your time is, this is when all of you people, yeah, I'm not drawing you people out, but when all of you wake up and smell the coffee. When you wake up, smell the coffee, and say, you know what, yeah, it's about time people realize how lucky they are to spend time with me. How lucky they are to speak be about hard working essence. People, even if you don't earn a lot of money, if you work 100 hours a week, you are a very dedicated person. You're very hard working. Don't ever let people put down your accomplishments.
It's true. Do you
You
know?
know what I
Yeah,
mean? And these women will, and they're vulgar. No accountability.
it, it's true. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I don't really want to give too much of an insight into my life, but I'll say you know what? Yeah, after I done a lot of thinking and realization, I realized that I wasn't being self-serving. I was living a life for others. Even like and like I was really, and we're not gonna go into the women because it's
It's
like
not all their fault, people. I'm being honest. It's not all their fault for the mistakes that we made.
yeah it you know the biggest problem is people pleasing, and I used to do that quite a bit. Like when I say people please, I'm not talking about handing over a bunch of money, but I'm just talking about giving your time, just always being there. When the homies call, you say, yeah, I'm down, I'm there. But then you know what? Yeah. But then I started to do a lot of thinking, and I came to a realization that a lot of these things are very dangerous, very detrimental to my I would definitely detrimental to my well-being, because the time that I could be using on myself, I'm wasting it with other people, and then it clicked to me like, I realized that females aren't really a big deal. Like, I'm not gonna lie, females aren't, bro. You guys are gonna disagree with me, but you're gonna realize a lot of females aren't worth your time, and and you're gonna realize a lot of men are definitely not worth your time. Like, I'm telling you now, a lot of men are definitely not worth your time. Yeah, KP, you may disagree with me, but we all have disagreements. I'm gonna be real, man. Like, even some of these women will offer more value to your life than some of your homies. Like, and that's just real. Like,
No. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Because it's different perspective. Some of your friends are non-progressive. That's the truth. Even though some of these women want to simp to buy them stuff,
yeah,
she might actually drive you to get that better job, and that's the truth. Or she might drive you to start your own business. Obviously to please her ego. Yes, people. I know it's a bad reason, but you still did it. You know what I mean?
for real,
You still did it. All of your pussy. Whilst your brethren, some of your brethren don't want to see you up, people, because they don't want you to see them. They don't want you to be more shining than them. But the truth is, every dog has its day. Everyone's got an apartment, people. Like, might not be a gallus, whatever, or man might not be a money man, but he's always got his talent, and that's where he shines at people. So everyone's gonna shine. But you've always got someone to be all things to all people. People sometimes there's no witness.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna add to that.
Ever?
Like, even though a lot of people, like a lot of our friends might, like, it's not. I don't think nobody actively thinks this, that, or like we wanna outdo this person and that, but it's something that's subconscious, and I realize now, like, everyone's different. For me to grow as a person, I realized I had to separate myself. When I say separate myself from everyone, not like that. I mean, like, I have to somewhat distance myself. I have to be in my own lane. Because sometimes you, bro. Like, I'm just gonna be real. That I'm definitely not in the mood to compete with anyone. Like, that's just not me. I'm not gonna compete with anyone. I have to look at the people that are above me. And look, this is no disrespect to everyone. Like, this might ruffle a few feathers, but we have to be honest. More time, the people around you are gonna be mostly on the same level as you. Like, why are you looking?
Well, you get a lot of enabling as well, people.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of enabling.
And I want to add to that. Sometimes we can be guilty of enabling some bad habits. I mean, like subconsciously, and those are things that we should stop doing because that's detrimental to their growth.
Absolutely, people. I'm gonna say this now, people. The real time you get power in your life is the second you accept culpability for what you've done wrong. You get power when you get the power to not say this is your fault, it's not her fault. Everything you do in your life is your fault. Unless you get shot in your face or something or these sort of things. That's not your fault sometimes. If man do it, if the man just mad.
Yeah,
But people,
okay.
you gotta accept culpability, people. Is the things you do. That's the ultimate superpower. When you can accept what you do wrong, what you done, what you did. When you can accept, oh, I did that. It's my fault. When you accept that, people, you become a superhero. That is the ultimate superpower. It's called freedom of. I messed up. Yeah, I made some mistakes before.
For
That's
real,
okay.
for real.
Break down the word mistake. Mistake. It's like a film. How many takes of scene do they make? No, there's not just one scene of a film. They don't make one scene in a film. Do you think people? They do it maybe 10, 15 times.
For real.
Mistake. You mistook it. You misdone it. But you
For
still get another chance to redo it.
trust, it's not the end. It's
And
not the
that's
end.
where it all is.
You know what they say. It's not over
Not the
till it's
end.
over.
It's not over to the fact that he sings. And that's what people, the fact that he never sings. So it's not over. Ever. Don't ever give up, people. You know what I mean? Get up. People, it's okay. I'm going to say this, people. I'm going to say it's like contradictory. Sometimes you need to give up when you know it's not healthy. But don't give up on something that's very viable.
For real. For real. For real. It's like anything that you know is gonna have a positive outcome. Like just know it's not gonna be easy. Anything worth having in this life, it's not easy, man. Like the work is not gonna be easy.
Do you know what, bro? You know what? I'm gonna somewhat disagree with some of those statements because the best things in life are free, right? That is very, very true.
Yeah.
And another thing is, you said nothing worth having comes easy. But why does so many men love pursuing these women? Some of these women so hard, and they're so hard to get. It's so hard to get because when I really broke it down to myself, I saw it as get a human like me,
Yeah.
and as much as they might be a girl, I'm thinking much like a girl. Their thinking is not going to be a complete 180 degrees compared to mine.
Yeah.
I started thinking to myself, you know what, yeah? I started thinking to myself, you know what, yeah? Why should it be so hard for me to interact with you just because you've got a pussy and breast? And
Yeah.
so that's why I don't agree with anything where coming comes hard.
No.
Human relationships should not be difficult. It should. If you just like someone or you find them attractive, you make it. You are very, very easygoing and receptive towards them. I don't agree with these betting processes. A lot of these females do these betting processes and this and that. I know a lot of females are scared because they say that a lot of men have killed women, this and that, this and that.
Yeah.
But people, humans beings inevitably are evil. Is evil amongst us. We can't punishing the good for the bad is what's happened to us since the beginning of time. Eve started this, and then Eve shall end this.
You know, yeah. At most, the most we can do is just live a life for God, like just live a life for God and just just honestly like live a good life, like just live a genuine life, like don't go around hurting people. Some people might disagree with me. Don't go around breaking laws. You know what I mean?
You know what, bro? The reason I'm going to disagree with some of that with the breaking laws is because some of it's man-made law, bro. Like they're trying to make it law to wear a mask, but that's complete nonsense, bro. I don't agree with that. Like straight. That's one thing I don't agree with. Wearing the mask. They're trying to make it law not to sell non-essential items, bro. It's against the law to ride a bike on the pavement. They're trying to make laws. So you know e-scooter, right? You know what e-scooters are, people? The scooters you can ride, just electric scooters, yeah. People, they tried to make it so it's illegal to drive your own electric scooter on the roads, on the highways, on the public path. It is illegal. But guess what? The private hire ones, it is calm. People, you telling me what people? You telling me them sort of laws are okay? No, don't be serious, bro. Don't be serious.
Yeah.
That's not. That's that's my biggest contention with some of the laws. Yeah, there's certain laws shouldn't do. Yeah, if we want to be above animals, we can't kill each other. Yes, we can't be raping each other. No, we
No,
can't be stealing each other. No, because that's animalistic. We are if we want to be above them. But at the same time, people, sometimes everything you tell yourself you're not, you really are, and the thing you run away from is the thing that you are. There's no escape.
for real, for real, for real. But okay. When I say don't go around breaking laws, like I'll talk about the obvious things. Obviously, I remember this quote that we learned in school. Just because the law's a law, um, doesn't make it justable. And I think that's by Wilfred Bonhoeffer. So okay, obviously there's some laws that aren't justified, but still it's like certain things like we just like not gonna actively break, in real life, like on a day-to-day basis. Do you know what I mean? I'm not I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't really. I mean I wouldn't go out my way to harm anyone. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't go out my way to do someone bad in it. You know what I mean? In it. You know what I mean? So like I feel like just us as humans, like sometimes we should leave people be in it. Let them stay over there. I stay over here. You don't trouble me. I don't trouble you in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In it.
But you know what? You know what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always said this. The only way you can eliminate these issues from if you find a great issue that people have to fight. Until there's some sort of alien invasion or there's some sort of crazy event, the people will not unite. Will not unite because we've got so many things that people don't realize are breaking us down. We've got number one. We've got countries, color, culture. Yeah, I don't know. Tribes, areas. People. It's all tribalism. People we need to put those behind me. Put what's behind us. You know what I mean? We need to stop dividing ourselves by smaller things and stand together. And who cares? You know what? Yeah, people. Who cares if you're this color, I'm that color, you're this religion, I'm that religion. We need to look for the similarities because you see what? Yeah, people, we're finding too much to argue about. We're not enjoying our lives because we're always finding things to contend with. You
It's
know what,
true.
people? Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I don't care what color skin I am, what nation I consider I am the best ever. Don't ever make yourself think I have to be this. You have to be this. You have to fit in. Let's emphasize these words. Fit in. Well, don't say you have to fit in to feel good.
No, that's
People,
true.
you need to be true to yourself every waking moment because a lot of old people they always say, "I wish I did this, wish that." People, we're not gonna wish we did anything. We're gonna say, "Yeah, you know what? I've done it."
For real. For real. For real.
Because we are the generation makers. We are gonna change the world, people. We are gonna change the world.
No, for real.
Everything the older generation wish they did,
For real. So
we're gonna do it. We're gonna change the world for the better.
that's why I think it's very important that we lay the foundations now, especially for the future generation, because you know, um, like Michael Jackson said, we are the world, we are the children, and so
It's
yeah,
true. We need to liberate them. We need to liberate them from these oppressive systems we put down. The most oppressive thing is simping. People. You know what? We know we're so ardent against simping because we've seen what it's done to generations of men. We've seen how men have killed us, and we've seen how many men have been left high and dry by connived women. And we need to start telling these women it's not okay. And we need to start telling these men it's not okay to not be the best version of yourself. It's not okay to bully yourself. It's not okay. It's not okay to live your life with someone else's shadow. It's not okay to be daddy's little pet. It's not okay. It's not okay to be your mama's boy your whole life. It's the only thing that's okay is for you to be free and be your best version of yourself. If you actually want to be a mama's boy because it makes you happy, do it. But people, if you're just you need to give your head a wobble. You need to understand. People, you need to understand this. Yeah, We are going to change the world. We're not having this. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing the government, everything needs to change. It all needs to change. Everything. We're going to stop this rich versus poor thing. We're going to stop glamorizing materialistic goods. We're going to get rid of designer brands. You know what, people? One of my goals will be by the year 2045, there'll be no designer brands no more. It will be long in the past. We'll forget all that materialism.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You know what, Kai, yeah. You know what, yeah, I can't lie, that's an interesting point, but you know, I'm gonna say something, you know. See with the designer, yeah. I feel like the true intentions, yeah, is to separate class for class, isn't it? I don't want to say rich from poor.
It's a status symbol, truthfully. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Because the
just
designer bag don't do no more for you than my bag does. You know what I mean?
for real, fam. For real, fam.
It's like eating expensive restaurants. Let's be honest, yeah. People, you've all been to the expensive restaurants. Do they really taste better than I don't know, than your local shop? You know what I mean? People, let's be honest. You know, you've been to expensive restaurants. Do it, do it taste better than Nando's? Be honest with me, people. We've all been, people. It's there's no difference, and it's just classism. And people classism is we live in the UK, yeah. People classism has destroyed the UK for generations. Classism is the most dangerous thing going on in the UK, people.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. You talk about racism. Listen, I'm telling you this now, yeah. In the eyes of someone that's meant to be upper crust, a poor white person is on the same level as a poor black person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're both low. You're both scum of the earth. You're both low. You're both shit on their shoe, as I'm gonna put it. So people, honestly, people, it's about time we evaluate where we're coming from with our mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
No more it's going to be, I want to floss on the next month and I would. Only better than him. I mean, people need to stop it. Are you want to floss your friend's face and say, yeah, I got P? Come on, people. What's the point? Yeah, I'm better than you, friend. Yeah, I've got more P than you. Come on, people.
That ain't your friend, man. That guy's just straight. That guy's a hater.
I don't know what, fam. It can't be your friend, fam, because it's the hood, fam. It's like how people deal with the hood. And fam, the hood's not a place, it's a mentality, fam, bro. That's the truth. The hood's not a place, it's a mentality. Bro, you can live in Kensington, bro. You can live in Kensington. In fact, I think them Lambert Grove boys from Kensington or someone near there. Bro, they live in Kensington, bro, but their mind's still in the gutter, bro. You know what I mean? Mind's still in the gutter, bro.
But you know,
the hood is a mental prison, people.
People are born into that environment, and with that environment, there's certain
yeah, fam, I'm gonna give justification, bro.
Yeah.
As much, fam. To be honest, yeah. I know London secondary schools. I know it's hard over there, people. Because if you're not on road, nowadays not on road, if you're not, you're a neek. If you ain't got a big Instagram following, if you ain't got something, you're a neek, people. People, it is brutal. It is brutal. Like am I lying though? Am I lying? If you're not ripped or nothing, you're not good looking, bro. You're nothing, bro. But am I lying, bro?
you know what? Yeah. If you ain't doing anything that's valuable to anyone else, bro, you're nothing in their eyes, fam. So you're right, fam. You're right. If you ain't a rapper,
you're nothing. They don't see you as it's different now. It's not like I can have a good time with him. I can chill with him. It's just straight up. It's just straight up. What can you do for me? This is how people have become. This is how detached people have become because of their obsession with technology.
It's a clout thing, fam. It's a clout thing.
It's a clout thing, and the clout thing is so dangerous because clout is just what can I do that's more wild than you?
For real.
People. This is what we say about doing it for yourself and being truthful. If you're doing it for yourself, you are not going to do these wild things. You're not going to be, going out on the roads talking about I'm going to stab man, rob man, because you don't really want to do that. You want to do that for the clout.
For real, and trust. Don't let
people. We have to stop it.
For real, because clout is a dangerous drug. It's dangerous. Don't take it, man. Like, it will just do you more trouble than good.
There's numerous drugs that they don't take. People don't take any. I'm not gonna say people don't take anything, but people. One thing I want to say to you is don't take anything that you have to any sort of pill or any sort of powder. Just don't do it, people. Just don't do it.
A lot of these drugs, if you
Stop trying to fit with your friend. People, when people take MDMA, I'm gonna be honest. It shocks me to this day because they tell me about how bad it feels afterwards, and I'm thinking, do you know what, yeah, bro? This is why these drugs are so dangerous because it makes them feel so bad afterwards, but they're so willing to take it because it makes them feel so good. And
yeah
I think to myself, that is one hell of a dangerous drug because you're willing to take it no matter how bad you feel, how miserable you're gonna feel.
yeah, and I just think
That's
it
a crazy drug, bro. Yeah.
I- and I and I think it goes back to the one of the topics that we were discussing about why you somewhat have to be be happy with yourself, accept yourself for who you are. Because sometimes a lot of the people that take drugs, they tend not to know who they are in it. They're still finding themselves. They're still coming to terms. Like, do you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. There was once upon a time, yeah. Like, because of who I am, I felt it didn't align. I wasn't aligned with everyone else. But then I realized I am who I am in it. So I can't. I yeah, I'm like in my eyes, like the way when God made me, like I'm great. You know what I'm saying? I'm great. I'm
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking it because they say beauty is in the heart behind the beholder, and greatness definitely is. Not there's nothing wrong with people. As us people, there's one difference between arrogance and confidence. I'll put this in a anecdote. Arrogance is where I would stand on your back to get higher in the air. Where confidence is simply I stand on my tippy toes.
just man. I'm telling you now, yeah. When you know who you are, like you will have no greater confidence in yourself. Like when you actually know who you are. Like when I say when you know what you're capable of, when you know what you are doing, when you get to know yourself as a person, like on a deeper level, like when you realize how great you are as a person. Because I think every human being is great. Like there's no human being that is better than everyone. We all have what we're good at. We all have a skill that makes us unique. Once you find out certain things about yourself, what makes you great, I'm telling you now, you will look at yourself differently. And like I've been saying, you will realize a lot of people are just not worth your time, man. Not in a rude way, like not even not even saying that I'm better than anyone else.
It's true. It's true, people, and that's why people. You get in when you fit in. Like
100.
people. Just be true to yourselves once in your life. People. And
Mhm.
people, I think everyone's got a right to be individuality, to be themselves. People, I don't want to stop. People, I'm going to stop saying that people can't be how they want to be. But people, I only say this because let me be me. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I've ever wanted. Let me be me.
For real. Sometimes you meet
That's
people that will hate on you for doing the things that
some,
makes you
you
happy.
know, yeah, some people that are natural born haters, and that says they are either threatened by you or they're just jealous. Now jealousy is dangerous, people, because people. I'm sorry, the amount of murder stories I read where it's just been something about jealousy. People, jealousy is dangerous. Those you believe are jealous of you, remove them from you. They are dangerous.
For real, for real, for real. You know, that's why like sometimes you see situations where like this is why sometimes when you get a bit of success, or when you're going further in your life, when you're going further, when you're taking your own journey, you honestly, you might have to drop some people, because not everyone's going to be for you. Not everyone's going to be on the same wavelength as you.
And you meet new people on the way, people, because There's 8 billion people, 7.5 billion people in the world. Sorry, is it eight now? I'm lost count. But there's so many people in the world. You know how people,
Yeah,
and so sometimes just let it go. Like try to forge new friendships. You never know. Like I mean,
for
hell, they might be better than your old friends for you. You know
you.
what I mean? You might have different things to learn from people. People, we as people need to stop. Number one, as well, stop putting such heavy emotional emphasis on other people
For
and
real,
thinking, you owe me this, you must have it. Not people. I'm gonna say, no one owes you a damn thing. If you owe mama, I don't owe you nothing.
for real. Do you know? You know? Yeah, you know. Yeah, I always had this saying. Um, I always had this saying: friends come and go, but the grind never stops. And sometimes
And
I have
how
to.
true is that? Because your
I,
brand can be interpreted in different ways, bro.
for real, for real. And when I say the grind, obviously, I'm more time your journey in life, innit? Like life continues. Life continues. You're at the end of the day, man. You know, money's not okay. Yeah, we live in a society that's ruled by money. Like you need money to get by. Like, you know what I mean. Even then, like, you know, like I can't allow I can't allow my clash with someone to stop me doing what I got to do and where I need to go. I just got to keep it moving. Vice versa.
No, people, that's true. That's true, people. People stop. People just know people. Don't get mad, get even.
For
You know,
real.
if you people, I would give some solid advice, people. If you work with someone, they're trying to make it hard for you at work. You know, unless you have to fight them, don't fight them, people, because they're lesser vibration.
For real.
When you have to fight them, though, you're gonna fight all the righteousness, though. You're gonna rip their nose off your teeth, your teeth. You know what I mean? You're gonna hurt them. You know, you're gonna really hurt them. You're gonna really mutilate them. But people never want it. People never want it because you know these people have to use violence to get on your level. That's how lesser vibration are. They're animal. They're an animal. They are an animal. They cannot get on your vibration. They're not a spirit. They're not a spiritual entity. These people
Mhm.
are animal. That's how they get your attention. Violence and negativity. These are demons. These are jinns.
Mhm. For real. So like and you know, yeah, and another thing is as well. Just sometimes, actually not sometimes, more time. Just if it's silliness, ignore it, man. If someone's just being silly, just ignore it, man. Like, don't let it get to you, man. Like, big man things, because like not everything.
Sometimes you go to the door, people. Like sometimes, as much as we're saying do your own thing, well, sometimes don't relax. Don't when you have such a high ego of yourself. Sometimes you hold yourself to super high esteem of people. Sometimes you just want to relax. Not all the time. You will have to be thinking, I'm the baddest man in the ends. I've got something to hold up. Sometimes you want to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm Michael. I'm Michael. I'm just Michael. I'm happy to be me. Not all the time do you want to have to hold this superstar image and this superstar ego. It's very, very tiring, people, and that's what it is. Don't worry about what others say for you, because people, you see it all the time. People get depressed. Oh, one day the people love me, the next they hated me. You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. A lot of rappers will attest to this. They get all the girls in the world. When they're up, every girl loves them. The second they're not up anymore, yeah. How wicked that phrase is. That's repulsion. That's repulsion. You know how cool that is to say, yeah. And that's what these bitches do to a lot of these guys.
For real, for real.
Everybody watch First Dates. Do you ever see on First Date where the woman will ask the man? She will ask the man to say, "Yeah, you go first," just to reject him. People tell me now. People know. You tell me about gentlemen and classic etiquette. This is another stuff I want to get onto. People, chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. People, I will not hold a door open for a girl ever. People, chivalry is dead.
You know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, like from time to time, innit? It's okay, innit?
Never,
From time to time.
never,
From time to time.
never, ever, ever, ever,
Like,
ever. People, it is dead and buried. It is cold,
you know,
dead and
no,
still.
but I mean, like if she's your woman, innit? If she's your chick, you
Even
know what I
then,
mean? It's a
even
date.
then.
Not like, no,
No one, I'm being so hard. No one being so ardent against it. Because truthfully, bro, what's the point? These women don't need your help doing anything, bro. Why are you going above and beyond to hold the door for them? What are they that weak?
no, true say, like you know, like more time.
And you got all this nonsense as well about standing close to the road. You got all this nonsense as well about, you must have seen this nonsense when a man puts his rain jacket over the puddle for the girl. That makes me feel sick, That makes me feel sick. Because that is the definition of not putting yourself first. As you say,
No, you know, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't
what
finna,
is that?
I ain't gonna do anything.
The worst one, yeah? The worst one is when man take off their shoes for the girl wears high heels. So she consciously wore high heels, and you must take your shoes off so she can feel comfortable, and you wear socks. Where is the logic in that? People see you are saying no matter what you do wrong, I've got your back.
Bro, you actually, yeah, I'm gonna add to that, like, and always just, always being there, like, to give gal lift and that, that she said,
That is the
oh,
worst.
can you drop me and my friend off here? Oh, can you drop me off here? Can we go here?
All for the hopes that one day she gives you a chance and she might give you a kiss. You know what I mean? You man are doing the most for something that someone out there doesn't even want from her.
For real, yeah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you boys something. Like, let me tell you guys something. I'm telling you. You see that girl, yeah? You see that? I'm telling you now, man. You see some of those girls that you're grinding hard for. I'm telling you now, man. She's freeing up. She's freeing it up, throwing it back to back for some dude out there. Like that. That's just the honest
She's tricking
truth.
for someone else. She's tricking straight. She's tricking. That's what I'm gonna say. She's tricking.
For real, like, bro.
And she's tricking you, bro.
I'm telling you now, yeah.
People need to get mad, right?
The
And
more
when we tell you this, people don't get emotional. Remember what he told you, people. Don't get mad, get even. Don't get
For
emotional,
real.
people. That's when you're effing up.
For real, and
That's when you're effing up.
do you know? Yeah, I was doing a lot of thinking, and I was thinking sometimes, yeah, like, sometimes don't even think, oh, how can I get one up on this chick that wronged me? Do you know? Yeah, I've always thought success does the talking in it, or just doing you in it, just doing you, going your own way, just literally move on. Because, like, I feel like sometimes the worst thing you can do is harbor negative energy. Don't do it, man. Don't
It's
have.
true. You screw yourself over. As Confucius said, when getting ready to take revenge, dig two graves. Very true. It is completely pointless to seek revenge against these people. These are lesser beings. These are demons, spirits, devils, whatever you want to call them. These are lesser beings. They will never understand. Leave them to it. People stop all this, and people, you know why they've got the power to do this? Because you give them the power. Bro, you've got a car, right? And you're more than happy to take, I don't know, Kirsty, Dirty Kirsty, anywhere she wants, in hopes she sucks your pipe. Bro, honestly, with the amount of petrol you spend, why don't you just get a prostitute? Why don't you just seriously? At least you know what her intentions. People, clips that I see of women boastfully using every man for the best benefit they can give. You're gonna see how deluded this world that we're living in is. You've got a lot of simps. When we say simps, the reason I hate simps so much is because they really don't want other men to progress.
For real.
Another abbreviation for simp is spiteful individual manipulated by pussy. People, are we lying though? People, are we lying about everything we said? People, we want the best for you, right? We want all of you to be free. We can't guarantee you happiness. Happiness is something that you'll stumble on yourself. But people, I want to at least liberate you from that mental cage you live in, where you're told your whole life you got to do this and that for a girl. No, no, no. And what does she owe you back? Because most girls now, Cardi B, that song, I can't cook, I can't clean, but I've still got this ring. What does that show you, people?
For real, man.
What are you meant?
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Hold. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. This is another thing that I'm gonna say. Yeah. And I see you see the thing is here with most of these simps. Yeah. I don't even say simps, cause a lot of men are like this. You know.
Deluded.
Deluded. Sometimes we only see a woman for her beauty in it, and like we forget everything that comes out of her mouth, or we forget about their actions. Unless she's totally against you, if she calls you ugly, oh, that's when she's ugly. When you notice her
Bitching. Like that.
yeah. When you notice her being bitchy towards you, that's when she's ugly. That's when she's unattractive. But you know, like you sometimes you guys just are not looking past the looks, and you see the thing is when you only think with your Mr. Winkles, you're gonna allow yourself to be taken advantage of. You know the thing is a lot of these like this is no disrespect. Cardi B, like I don't know if you think she's attractive, but like I think she's attractive. Like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of men aren't sleeping with girls like Cardi B. Like they're gonna be sleeping with girls that are like or average or below. Like that's the truth. Like
No, lesser. Lesser.
yeah, lesser. Like a lot of guys are not sleeping with good looking women. They're not.
This goes out to you Yardie men as well. You Yardie men are what some of the biggest culprits, yeah? Biggest. But no. But see, people on a serious note. Um, the whole principle is don't serve people don't help people that are not going to help you a little bit. You're doing all this for a girl, and what's she giving you? Oh, she looks pretty. That's it. People, what is she doing for you? Because those looks fade. Those looks fade. People, people. You really want company. Get yourself a dog. People, I don't really like dogs or animals like that, but get yourself a dog. At least that dog likes you for you, innit? You do is feed it. Why don't you get yourself a girl that only likes you for the temporary benefit you can give her? But the second, people, I'll tell you right now, if your guy gets a lift, wait till the guy, the GLA wants to give her a lift in your punto. Do you think she still wants a lift from you?
Real talks, man.
That's horrible, people. That's cold. But I don't agree with that, people, because I know you just you just actually got out. You're actually helping. That's very considerate of you.
You know, yeah.
People don't see it like that. People they see it as me.
You know, yeah.
Me.
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. I'm gonna say something here. True say, she ain't gonna be rocking with the nigga that's driving the Punto when the GLA man pulls up. But if I'm being serious, I'm not saying go for these. I'm not saying go for these type of girls that will that will siphon your wealth or finesse you or whatever. But like I'm not gonna lie. The better you are, like, especially in the financial bracket, if you're up there, like your pool of women is definitely gonna be better. It's definitely gonna be better. You're gonna be like so like I'm not saying that you should don't do it for the girls, but like true say if you're up there, then the chick's gonna be there too.
We're gonna be there, people.
So you just gotta know, when you see these things happening, don't let it surprise you. Just don't let any of this surprise you. That's why sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and focus on you. So it's like,
you know what? Yeah, but I don't think a lot of these people are surprised. I think they know. But I think they just don't think it could ever happen to them.
but do you know what that tells me? I feel like that a lot of people are in denial, innit?
I call it naivety.
Yeah. Because it's like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, like I know Like I know when I was in the current state, like I wasn't getting a certain type of gal. But like obviously, I'm not saying I'm getting more gal now. I'm not saying that. But I like real recognize real man. Like I know, yeah. Like just like now, I know what kind of girls I can have. Do you know what I mean? I know what kind of girls I can have, and not saying not even, and that's not even by me like getting more money. I'm not saying I've ended more money, but I just like no, in terms that like there's little things man can do to tweak himself in it, and then like trust me, your pool of women do increase. So it's like
Mm.
sometimes when you that's why I say sometimes when you recognize the greatness inside of you, you know what I mean.
Well, that goes a long way, you know. That goes a long way,
It
you know.
does. It does.
As
Trust
much
me.
as much as the economics can help people, I'm gonna say this, people. You know, confidence is a killer. Confidence is a lady killer.
For real, and when we say confidence, we ain't talking about this braggadocious personality because not every man has that. We're not talking about this over the top personality. We're talking about like
No,
just
people, a
being
lot of the braggadocious personalities you see, they're fit, they're artificial, they're fictional. They ain't really like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's fake. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you know,
Confidence is being true to yourself, being willing to, if someone tries to reject you, knowing that there's people out there that are gonna like you, knowing that having a general belief of faith.
for real, and you know what, yeah, you know what, yeah, and also you guys just like when I say you got like you guys gotta be on a calm thing, innit? Like don't like I'm not gonna lie. I admit I'm guilty of being over the top at times. I must admit, but like it's something I know, and I try. I aim to do it less, if not at all. So like, just be calm, be calm, be calm. Like, don't do anything that's out of your character. Do you know what I mean? Just be yourself.
Guilty as charged, man. Guilty as charged.
Like, I could tell you some stories, right? We're gonna leave that for today. I don't think it's anything different from what the other man has done, and. So yeah, but like,
People and that I relate to all of that.
so
People, hmm?
sorry, bro. Carry on.
it's cool, man. But yeah, people. The main thing we're pushing is believe in yourself. Don't let the girls tell you how to be, how to act, and also people remember for a very short period of time of your life you're young. Don't waste your youth on girls because if you're going to be married for the latter part of your life, why are you so worried about being married at young and being restricted? Especially if you make you unhappy. You spent a lot of your early years unhappy because you wanted to prove to others, oh, I can settle down. Why do people want to grow up before their time? People enjoy being a kid sometimes.
For real, yeah. I'm gonna say something, yeah. Like, if you see any, like, I'm telling you now, here, don't be envious of anyone's life. I'm telling you now, man.
They're not
Everything
showing the bad parts.
for real, cause not everything is what it seems. I'm telling you that now. So it's like, yeah, you might see these young people married and that, but I'm telling you now, if everyone's situation's different. You might not that situation might not ideally be for you. That situation might not be for you. So
People getting married is a big commitment as well. I
for
want to
real,
stress that.
you have to remember, like, especially like, in marriage in the Western world, like like when you're married to someone, you literally have to make some compromises. There's certain things that you're just not gonna do anymore, or you're gonna do less.
It's a
So
legal contract. People in the West, it's a legal contract.
yeah,
People,
for
you need
real.
to think honestly. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is there a forever? Not just. Not, is there a forever? And people, remember. I don't know if you heard the last stream, but about. I told you all about someone who got the name of his girlfriend tattooed on his neck twice. He's done it twice now. Another girl. People, he's living in the now, and there's nothing wrong living in the now, but he has to think, do I want that tattoo on it forever? Am I going to be with this girl forever? And obviously, he's going with the right idea of, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start how I need to finish. Going hard, but people, do you not think that that's drastic, over the top, and and also humiliating? How can you one up that? Truthfully, how can you one up that, people? Even getting married to a girl is not. Getting married is. I think married is just a level of commitment. People, how can you let one up a tattoo on your neck of someone? Exactly, people. You can't. People with these girls, give them sprinkles of good, and make them earn the rest. You gotta earn every inch.
Yeah,
You
and
can't just
you know, yeah,
anyone. If I gave you a pound every day, and then one day, you've been cool, and I give you £1,000,000. You'll feel elated because you'll be like, what? This is the price of being good.
for real,
There's got to be prizes. With these girls, you've got to train them like you train dogs, and that's not in a disrespectful way,
for real.
but it's just the same principles, people.
You know what? Yeah, when you're getting to know a girl, one or I'll say, reward them with your presence. Reward them with your presence. I'm telling you now.
Absolutely.
If she feels you, like, and if she feels you, boy, your presence is a big thing. I'm telling you now, man.
If you just like your presence, then yes. People, I'm gonna say this as well. People, what's the most valuable thing in the world, people? It's time, people.
Definitely.
And do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, people? Because people, I could tell you, people, you can all tell me how much money you got in the bank, right? But you can't tell me how much time you got left. You could die tomorrow, people. Remember that. The time is precious. So remember, instead of spending your whole life hating yourself, wishing you somebody else, why don't you learn to be cool with yourself? Why don't you learn to love yourself for who you are,
It's true.
and respect yourself and embrace yourself, instead of spending our whole life in depression? What type of life is a life in depression?
For real.
You don't tell me what type of life is a life in depression.
For that's not. It's no life at
Sad
all.
about what? About the world's preconceived notions of how you should be. People, I want to say this now, people. This whole thing I'm saying about alpha and beta, people, you've got every idea to reject every idea that we've expressed here. You've got every right to. And do you know what, people? That will make you the opposite. That will make you a free man. You've got every right to reject everything we ever say if you don't like it.
For real. And another
And there's
thing.
nothing wrong. Don't listen to what the world tells you not to be. You be how you want to be.
For real. And another thing is, don't let anyone's value, their value of you, be your value. Value yourself. Don't. It doesn't matter what I think, what KP thinks, what they think. It's about what you think, and most ultimately, God.
Straight.
It doesn't matter what I think. I could say you're this, you're that, but you know you're not that. You know you're not that.
Yes.
You don't. I don't see what you
Only
see.
exceptions are people. People. The only exceptions if you're treasonous or you're treacherous. Then if whatever we say about you is true, I don't care. You say, no, seriously. But when someone show very ill character traits, they do. They if I say they're lower than low, they are lower than low. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's be
By
truthful,
by
so.
society standards, yeah. Okay, no. In all seriousness, obviously we don't want to hang out with crooks and scoundrels, but yeah. But you get what we're saying, innit?
100% people. And people, the whole thing is you don't live forever. Make it a good life, man. Make it a happy life. And hey, you know what? We want pussy. Get the best piece of pussy you can, the tightest pussy you can. Like, I don't know, the best pussy you can, the best looking face, the best breast, the best ass. And people, if that's what you want, get the best. You know what I mean? People, out here, we eat caviar. We ain't eating we ain't eating tuna noodles. We eating caviar.
For real, luxury living, baby.
Yeah, no. win the next up. That's what we're doing.
For
People
real.
stop beating yourself. People stop beating yourself up, man. Everyone's a work in progress. And even if you say you're the finished project, then you're a finished project. You are what you say you are. There's a famous saying by Nietzsche saying, "I think, therefore I am." Now that phrase relates to the relationship between thinking and consciousness. But I've always twisted that phrase. If I think I'm best, therefore I am the best.
Real talks, man.
That's how people tell you what you're the best at what. Oh, I'm the best at being a guy. As well then you are the best because you're the only one who knows how to do it. People trust me. People, there's a million ways to skin a cat. People, there's a million ways to skin a cat. People, just remember, keep your head up. Don't worry about how much pocket change you got. You
Trust.
can't take it with you. And
Trust.
enjoy the ride.
100.
People, you know what? Yeah, another thing I'm gonna stress here. You got all these people that die on the roads for nice things, and when they die, that nice things are useless. Everything they live for is absolutely garbage. Let's be truthful. It is. It's garbage to them, man, isn't it?
Yeah,
At
for
that
real.
moment, it's garbage to them.
You know,
It's useless.
for real, because, you know, at the end of the day, everything's perishable. Everything's perishable, so it is what it is, man. Just enjoy it
But
while,
the only
while
thing
it
that
lasts.
your actions in this life will follow you into your next one.
100, man.
People, whatever religious beliefs system you've got, value beliefs, your actions in this life, this consciousness, will follow you. People, they will follow you. People, you know the phrase is once bitten, twice shy. I'm telling you now, people, when you bite someone, they're going to be twice as shy and you'll ruin the quality of their life. Sometimes people think about being spiteful, think about what you say, think about what you do. I'm not saying don't be free. Let's try and learn from what we're saying. Let's try and stop oppressing other people. That's one thing we want to work on. Let's try and stop oppressing others. Let's stop it.
Mm-hmm.
We want to stop that oppression business.
For real, man. Just, yeah, don't be a hater. Focus on your own life. And and don't add air to everyone's beliefs of what they think or of how they think you should live your life or whatever. And another thing as well, you know, you want to live a life of quality. Do you know what I mean? You know, you want to live a life that you think
Example.
that you deem to be of a high standard. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to live in a mansion or you have to you need to have a fleet of cars or whatever.
People, you only need what works for you, what works for you. People, truthfully, you know,
100
if,
fam.
if everyone's in the gut the mindset of I'm going to do for me, then why do you need to support everyone else?
For real. Yeah. You know, yeah. I, this is gonna this. You know, I'm gonna say this. You know, you see all these people saying, "Oh, you should work out this. Oh, you should work out, do this and that." But okay, yeah, I get that. Working out's nice, but that's going to the gym. That's not for everyone. You got like to live a healthy lifestyle, to live a healthy mind. Obviously, you know, whatever you input is whatever you output in. Obviously, that's why it's like, you know, you want to eat properly in it. You want to eat some healthy food. And when we say healthy, we're not talking about the stereotypical healthy food. You just want to eat a well balanced diet. Nothing that's too.
People, we just don't want you. We don't want you to walk in McDonald's every day.
For
That's the
real.
truth, you know. We want you to just be cooking at home.
For real, man. You can have a
But
nice
people, you
curry.
know what? The best things in life are free. Find if you, a lot of you, I know a lot of you want to settle down with girlfriends. Find a girl that likes you for you, because I bet you, number one, the sex is gonna be better. I bet you're gonna have a better time together. I bet you're gonna, it's gonna be better. Everything's gonna be natural.
For real, there ain't nothing.
People, if you don't, if you don't fit, don't force.
100, man. There ain't nothing.
We need to stop letting these girls think they're superior. Man, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Having some of you think you're superior.
100, fam.
We're not having it no more. We're not having it complex. Listen, right. Listen, people. You know, I'm gonna go a bit off kilter for a second, yeah. But listen, right. Listen, right. Listen, right. Any of you bitches out there, stop trying to oppress. Stop trying to oppress these men. Stop trying to make these men. So, no, a lot of you broken women are making a lot of effed up young men out there. You know, straight up. A lot of you. You know what I mean? Look at young boy. You know, his mama at home. Keith. All them man. All them man. Their mamas have screwed them over. Obviously, everyone's got to take personal responsibility. But what are you going to do with a mum like that, people? Come on. Give me a break.
Yeah.
But, people, I think we should wrap it up now, fam. Again, we're getting some good content.
100, 100. So, what we're going to summarize? Let's summarize this.
Well, in so many words, people, yeah, because there's so much been said, but people, the thing I want to say to you is, you're the greatest. And from now on, you're going to be obnoxious. You're going to be obnoxious to an extent. You're going to be obnoxious. You're going to treat me like that. I'm treating them like that. Straight.
Yeah, straight. Man. Don't let anyone play you,
and especially the women. Women like obnoxious people.
Real talks, man.
What were we saying? Did we get up there in the views?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let me end the stream now, bro. Well,
Alright, peace out, people.
Gonna check the